Hello students, welcome to our new session on control engineering for BA 7th semester mechanical engineering students. So under this module 5, as we have already understood system compensation, state variable characteristics of linear system. Here in today's session or in this session we are going to solve some more problem or the examination based problem on controllability and observability using Kalman and Gilbert test for a metric representation of state equations. Okay, let's take one problem on controllability. So for the given system of order n equal to 3, we have matrix x1 dot x2 x3 equal to 0 1 0 0 0 1 6 minus 11 minus 6 and x1 x2 x3 plus 0 0 1 and u of t. Here the order of matrix is equal to 3 because this is 3 by 3 matrix. A matrix is 3 by 3. Okay. So m into n, here n is equal to 3. So need here is to check the controllability of system by Kalman's test and by Gilbert test. So solution, as we know, first we need to find out the Kalman test. So for Kalman's test, we are going to compare the above system with the state equation that we know already. X dot of t is equal to a x of t plus b u of t form. So when we are comparing this equation with the given equation, so we came to know that a is equal to the matrix 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 minus 6, and here b is equal to this one, that is 0 0 1. So here the need here is to find out the controllability of the given system. We have QC is equal to B, AB, A square B, A cube B, so on till A to the power n minus 1 B. Here as we are having n is equal to 3, so we have to stop at A square B. Okay. Hence, as n is equal to 3, therefore QC will be equal to matrix B, AB, A square B. Now need here is to find out AB and A square B. As B is already available, that is 0, 0 and 1. Okay, to find out AB, what we do? We take the A matrix. A matrix, this is 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 minus 6. The same thing is 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 minus 6. Then B is equal to 0, B is equal to 0 0 1, so it is 0 0 1. So when I multiply this row with the column here and these all rows with these columns, so what we get? We get 0 1 minus 6. This is what the result we are going to. So this you can do it with the help of the calculator also. Okay, so use the calculator for doing the A into B matrix. So it will reduce your time also, and moreover it will eliminate some mistakes also or errors which manually when you are doing may occur. Okay, then Next one is a square into b. A square into b can be written as a multiplied by ab. So a already we know, that is 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 and minus 6 multiplied by ab. Ab we got it here, that is 0 1 minus 6. So this is 0 1 minus 6. Okay, when we multiply this a with ab, we get 0 minus 6 and 25. So this is a square b value. Okay, next we got b value, that is 0 0 1. ab we got 0 1 minus 6 and a square b got 0 minus 6 and 25. Let's put all these metrics in the QC matrix form. So how it will be, we get QC is equal to, so here we are having the B matrix, that is 0 0 0 and 1, then AB 0 1 minus 6, then A square B 1 minus 6 and 25. Next need here is to check the controllability. Now for that we need to find out the determinant of QC. So determinant of QC is equal to 0 1 0 1 0 1 minus 6 1 minus 6 and 25. So when we take the determinant, it is equal to minus 1, which is not equal to 0. So as the given QC matrix for which we have found out, we are finding out controllability, we got it is not equal to 0, hence we can conclude the statement that from Kalman's test we came to know that system is completely controllable. Okay. Next, for the given problem, we need to find out the controllability. So using the Gilbert test. As we have already done the Kalman's test for controllability, similarly for Gilbert test, it is necessary to express the matrix A in a canonical form. So for that we need to find out the eigenvalues of A, that is lambda I, that is identity matrix, minus A determinant should be equated to 0. Hence for that we need to find out the lambda minus A matrix. So lambda into identity matrix, so identity matrix means here diagonal all will be equal to 1, lambda multiplied by that matrix will yield you lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 0 0 and lambda minus A matrix already we have from our state variable equation, that is 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 and minus 6. So when we subtract this matrix with this matrix, what we get here? We get lambda minus of this 0 will be lambda, 0 minus of 1 will be minus 1, 0 minus of 0 will be 0. Similarly for this 0 minus of 0 will be 0, lambda minus of 0 will be lambda, 0 minus of 1 it will be minus 1, 0 minus of minus 6, so minus 6 minus 6 plus 6, 0 minus of minus 11, so it will be plus 11, lambda minus of minus 6, so it will be plus 6. So this one we are going to get lambda minus A. Next we need to find out the value of lambdas. For that determinant of lambda I minus A we are to find. So what we do, the determinant should be equated to 0 and need to find out the lambda values. For that first we take first this part, this lambda equal to, and find out the determinant of these two. So eliminating this row and this column. So first row and first column we get lambda minus 1, 11, lambda plus 6. This is what. Next minus of minus 1. So this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, like this. This is minus, this is plus, this is minus. So here minus of minus 1, then eliminate, leave this row and this column. What we get? 0 minus 1 6 lambda plus 6. This is what we get. Plus 1, eliminate this particular row and this column, we get 0 lambda 6 11. Okay, next find out the determinant of this one, find out the determinant of this one, find out the determinant of this one. So what we get here is lambda cube plus 6 lambda square plus 11 lambda plus 6 equal to 0. When we factorize this one, what the factors will be? Lambda plus 1, lambda plus 2, lambda plus 3 equal to 0. Hence the factors of lambda 1 will be equal to lambda 1 plus equal to 0, hence it will be lambda 1 equal to minus 1, lambda 1 plus lambda plus 2 equal to 0, hence the second lambda value will be equal to minus 2, lambda plus 3 equal to 0, hence the third lambda 3 root value will be equal to lambda 3 equal to minus 3. Okay. Next, to find the eigenvectors for the given using the lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 for the matrix. Hence for lambda 1 equal to minus 1, where we had a lambda I minus a, we are replacing a lambda by lambda 1. So hence it will be lambda 1 minus 1 0 0 lambda 1 minus 1 6 11 lambda plus 6. So hence when we are going to substitute this lambda by minus 1, so this will be minus 1. So here also minus 1, here also minus 1. So what it will be? Minus 1 here it will come, minus 1, 0 will remain same, 0, minus 1 and minus 1. This is in place of lambda, minus 1, 6, 0, 11, minus 1 plus 6, it will be equal to plus 5. So this is what we are going to get. Next, what we have to find out? We have to find out the minor values of this one. So for finding out the minor values, that is M1, that is C11, C12 and C13. So what we do? We eliminate this particular row and this column. So this one will be determinant of this one we are going to take. So what it will be? Minus 1 into 5 and 11 into minus of 11 into minus 1. So that value will be equal to plus 6. So we will be getting this value. Similarly, what we are going to do? We are going to do it for this particular. So this column and this row we are going to eliminate. Then 0 into 5 we are going to multiply, that is 0, and minus of minus 6 into 1. So it will be again plus 6. So you will be getting this value. Then we are going to eliminate this column and this row. So this one will be multiplied, 0 multiplied by 11, it will be 0, minus of minus 6 into minus 1, that will be plus 6. So you will be getting, so you can simplify this one, dividing throughout by 6. So we will be getting the column as 1 1 1. So these are the we can call it as the factors of this minors. Okay, minor value. Okay, while finding out adjoint or finding out the transverse of a matrix, we require these minor values and the cofactor. Here we are going to find out only the minor values. Okay. Similarly, we have to do it for lambda 2 also. So lambda 2 equal to minus 2, lambda 2 into I minus a, wherever we have the previous lambda value, there we are going to substitute it as lambda 2 and lambda 2 here and lambda 2 here. So replacement of lambda 2 will be taken place with minus 2. So it will be minus 2, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 1, 6, 11 and 4. Now similarly, like M1 how we got, we have to find out M2 also. We have to find out M2. For finding out M2, what we are going to use? We are going to use again this one. So we are going to eliminate this particular column and this row, and minus 2 multiplied by 4, it will be minus 8 and minus of minus 11. So it will be minus 8 plus 11, that will be equal to 3. So that will be the first values of C21, that is 3 we got. So this is 3 we got. Okay, next what we have to do for next one, we have to do for that, what we are going to do, we are going to leave this particular column and this row, that is 0 into 4, it will be 0, and it will be minus of minus 6, so it will be plus 6. So we will be getting here plus 6. Next what we do, we eliminate this particular, go with the next one, next column and next row. So this one will be eliminating and this one will be eliminating, and 0 multiplied by 11, so it will be 0, minus of minus 6 into minus 2, so it will be 12, so it will be plus 12. So we will be getting, so we can further simplify all this column matrix, so we can divide throughout by 3, so it will be yielding it as 1, 2 and 4. This is the value that we are going to get. So this is the eigenvector values for lambda 2. Now next we have to find out for lambda 3 equal to minus 3. So we know that lambda to be substituted as lambda 3i minus a. So here the I is the identity matrix, hence we get here lambda 3 minus 1, 1, 0, lambda 3 minus 1, 6, 11 and lambda 3 plus 6. So after substituting lambda 3 equal to minus 3, we get minus 3 minus 1 and 0, 0, minus 3 and minus 1, 6, 11 and minus 3. Next we need to find out the M3, so that is M3, that is for C31, C32 and C33. Similarly, for finding out that one, we have to eliminate this column and this row. So we get here the value for this determinant, that is for 3 minus 1, 11 minus 3, we get equal to 2. Next for the next C32, what we need to find out the determinant for eliminating this column and this row, 0, minus 1, 6 and minus 3. The determinant will be 6. Okay. Similarly, for finding out the next C33, we have to eliminate the first row and the last column here. So determinant of this one will be yielding you a value equal to 18. So after simplification, what we get? We get for dividing throughout this by 2, we get 1, 3 and 9. Okay. So these are the minor values of for the different columns, that is C31, C32 and C33. Next what we need, we have to find out the transformation matrix for T. So T we get T equal to, that is this is from M1, that is C11, that is 1, C12, that is 1, C13, that is equal to 1. This we got it from M2, this we filled it from M2, that is 1, 2 and 4. This one we filled it just now from the above, that is from M3, all the 3 columns, 1, 3 and 9. So these columns we are going to fill. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 9. Next we need to find out the inverse of this matrix, that is tan inverse of. So when we find the inverse, we get the value. This you can use it in your calculator and find out better. So we get 3 minus 2.5, 0.5 and minus 3, 4 and minus 1, 1 minus 1.5 and 0.5. Next to find out, to check whether controllability of the given state variable equation, we need to find out the transformed matrix Bt. So Bt is equal to tan inverse of B. So we have already tan inverse here, that is 3 minus 2.5, 0.5 minus 3, 4 minus 1, 1 minus 1.5 and 0.5. multiplied by B matrix which was already given in our state variable equation, that is 0, 0 and 1. When we multiply this with this, we get 0.5 minus 1 and 0.5. So none of the elements in this matrix, that is BT, are zeros, hence the system can be completely state controllable. So using this method we can find out the controllability, that is controllability by Gilbert test. So there is one more Jacobian method also. Using that method also you are going to get the similar type of result, that the system is completely state controllable. Any of the two methods can be used. I think this method is quite simple and easy to do. Use calculator while doing this problem. Okay. Let us do one problem which is having both controllability and observability. So this is one of the university examination problem asked for around 10 to 12 marks. So it states as below: determine the controllability and observability of the system represented by, but here they are not telling use a Kalman's test or a Gilbert's test. So moreover we will be using the Kalman's test. So here it is x dot equal to minus 3 1 1 minus 1 0 1 0 0 1 multiplied by x matrix plus 0 1 0 0 2 1 multiplied by u of t. So here when we are going to see further, it is having y of t equal to 0 0 1 1 1 0. Okay. Next, to find out the controllability, we are going to check the Kalman's test. So first, by using the Kalman test, we compare the above system with the state equation, that is x dot of t equal to a x of t plus b into u of t. So here this is x dot of t, so this is a, this is x of t plus b u of t. So hence u of t it is. Hence we are having a equal to minus 3 1 1 minus 1 0 1 0 0 1, and from this b is equal to 0 1 0 0 2 minus 1. Okay. Next, to find controllability of the system, we have QC is equal to b ab a square b until a to the power n minus 1b. So n here is a matrix, so a matrix order here is m into n, where n is equal to 3, that is 3 by 3 matrix. So hence we should stop QC is equal to at b ab a square b. So ab is equal to, we know that a has to be multiplied by b matrix. So here a is minus 3 1 1, so minus 1 0 1 and 0 0 1. Okay. So when we multiply this a with b, that is b we got it from here or from here, so we get 0 0 1 0 0 2 1. So multiply this row with this column, then multiply this row with this column, add it, we will get this column. Like that when we do, we get 2 minus 2 2 0 2 and 1. Next, AB is over. Next we need to find out a square b. A square b can be written as a into AB. So first a is to be written, that is minus 3 1 1 minus 1 0 1 0 0 1 multiplied by AB we just now got 2 minus 2 2 0 2 1. So after multiplication of these two matrices, that is A and AB matrix, we get a square b as minus 2 7 0 3 and 2 and 1. Okay. Next, we get QC is equal to all these metrics, that is BA, AB and A square B. When we put here B is 0, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1 and AB is 2, minus 2, 2, 0 and 2, 1 and A square B, just now we got minus 2, 7, 0, 3, 2 and 1. Next, we need to find out the determinant. So for finding out the determinant, we can choose any three non-zero matrix. So here then any three non-zero matrix we can choose. So now to find out the determinant of QC, what we do, we use this one 0, 0, 0, 2 and 1, 0, 0 and 1 and 2, 2, 2. So we'll not use this one. So when we use the determinant of this one, then for determinant of these values we get that is equal to 4, which is non-equal to 0. As we found that the determinant of QC, controllability matrix QC, is not 0, hence the system is completely controllable. So this is using our Kalman's test. Similarly, you can do for the Gilbert test also to find out the controllability. Next, we are going to work on the observability part of the problem. So again we are going to take the same problem here. So for checking the observability of the system, what we do, we compare the state equation, that is with x dot of t is equal to a x of t plus b u of t. So y of t equal to c x of t plus d u of t. So from here we are having the a as minus 3, 1, 1 and minus 1, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1 and C we got it from here 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 0. To check observability of the system using the Kalman's test, we have Q observability or QO equal to C, CA so on till C A to the power n minus 1 or C transpose A transpose C transpose or so on till A transpose n minus 1 C transpose, like that also we can find out. We follow this one C, CA, CA to the power n minus 1. For that we need to find out first CA, C into A, C already we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, that we are going to write, multiplied by A is minus 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So when we multiply both, we get 0, 0, 1, minus 4, 1 and 2. Similarly, to find out CA square, that is CA multiplied by A. CA already we have 0, 0, 1, minus 4, 1, 2 multiplied by A, that is minus 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So when we multiply these two matrix, we get 0, 0, 1, 11, minus 4 and minus 1. So after getting these, we have to put first C these values, then CA these values, then CA square these values in the QO matrix. So for that, what we do is we put here, we get 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, minus 3 and 1 and 1. So which are the non-zero rows that we are going to pick? So first three non-zeros we are picking, that is C and CA. So C is 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, and in that CA we had minus 3 and 1 and 1. Now we need to find out the determinant of QO. So determinant of QO, when we found, we get it is equal to 4. So which is non-zero, hence system is completely observable. So this is what we can conclude. So using the Kalman test also and using the controllability, we get it is controllable. Using the Kalman test again for observability, we got it is completely observable. Okay. Hence, this concludes our session on numericals on controllability and observability. Hope this is will be helpful for you solving your numericals which are going to come in your examination. For any details, please do contact me at naveen.kalal@canaraengineering.in. Okay. Thank you.